Everybody, and welcome back to Tim's Tech Corner. Today we are going to be having a cage match between two voice applications on the Android operating system. These are essentially competitors to Siri. From the iOS, these will be two examples on Android OS. For purposes of this demonstration, we're going to be running an HP touchpad, running Cyanogen Mod 9, the 0626 Nightly. Recently, with the Tenderloin builds, Tenderloin being the HP touchpad, they have been able to get into the microphone in the hardware level, and they've got the hardware microphone working now. So that basically leaves the camera as the only thing that they're still having some trouble with in terms of Android on an HP touchpad. Now, you can run WebOS on the touchpad and still get your full functionality, but, you know, that's WebOS. So I'll go ahead and show you a little bit about the tablet. We'll go into the settings and we'll go down to About Tablet. And as you can see, it's Cyanogen Mod 0626. It's kernel version 2.6.35. And it's the Tenderloin build, which is the name for the HP touchpad. So here is my home screen. It's got a live wallpaper up, fairly simple one. I had one lock up the other day, so I just went to something simple for a bit. And we're going to go ahead and compare Vlingo and Andy, the full version. So we'll go ahead and pull Vlingo up first. Now, if you look in my channel history, you'll see that I've done a video on Vlingo before. It's one of the first ones that I encountered. Vlingo is really good for car items. If you've got your phone on car power, especially really good chargers like Motorola ones, you can have Vlingo be permanently on and listen for the phrase, "Hey Vlingo," and it'll wake up and it'll start listening to what you're telling it. Most of the other ones don't really have that, and you don't want to do that if you're running on battery, because your phone's going to be listening the whole time. And, you know, if you're spending 3/4 of your trip somewhere not talking to Vlingo, it's going to be kind of stupid. So we're going to ask it a series of almost identical questions and see how both of them do. Find Starbucks in Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay, so here is a listing of some Starbucks. And it's got some addresses, got star ratings, it's got mileage. So it's got some rough idea of where I am. Although 7 miles from Cary, not too sure about that one. So it's relatively spot on for not having a GPS. Text Alex, "Hey, how are you doing?" So it's going to come up to my friend Alex, and it's going to have the message pre-filled. Text Mom and Dad, "I'm on my way." Blew up on that one. That's strange. Usually does that one. Text Mom and Dad, "I'm on my way." Alright, so it did that one pretty good too. Search for the New York Yankees. Alright, it's going to ask me what browser, so I'm going to pick Dolphin. It's going to come up to Google, and it's going to have the New York Yankees. Okay, so Vlingo's doing pretty good so far. Update Facebook. Why so mad, bro? Okay, so it came up to the social media update, the availability of getting on Facebook or Twitter, and it had wife. It usually does that one a little bit better. Open Gun Bros. And here comes the Gun Brothers game coming up. So it does that one pretty good. We'll have it open one more complicated app. Generally, almost all of these voice ones are like really good with stuff like Open Facebook. Open TWC. This one occasionally will trip it up. Yeah, I tripped it up that time. Application is not installed. Open TWC TV. Okay, got it that time. Even though it is the Time Warner Cable app, the system knows it as TWC TV, because that's what the icon is called. And we'll ask it 2 more. Can you take Tylenol and amoxicillin? So here's a conversational type question. Question, can you take? No answer found. We'll try it one more time. Can you take Tylenol and amoxicillin? Can you take Tylenol? No answer found. Alright, balking on that one. Find hotels in Raleigh. Okay, it's asking for the browser. Now, in the past, it's actually asked if I wanted to install Kayak. And when I say no, it comes up to the Google search. Alright, so we'll ask it one more. We'll do a conversational one. How many calories in a McDonald's Big Mac? How many calories in a McDonald's Bing? Alright, didn't do too well with that one. So now we'll go ahead and pop over to Andy. And we'll pick Pico. And we'll say no to the GPS. Find Starbucks in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Sorry, I can't find an answer. Interesting fact, the fastest growing tissue in the human body is hair.
Now, it has Find Starbucks, Raleigh, North Carolina up in the search box, so it failed that one, even though it actually recognized what I said. Text Alex and say, how are you doing?
When sending text message, use and say as a divider between the name and the message body. Example.
It thought I said text Alex today.
Home soon. Check our manual.
Text Alex and say, how are you doing?
When sending text message, use and say as a divider.
It's usually a little bit better than this.
Body. Example. Text Mary.
Text Alex and say, how are you doing?
When sending text message,
wow,
use and say
failing
as a
this
divider
one.
between the name and the
Text Mom and Dad and say, I'm on my way.
When sending text message, use and say as a divider between
I've never seen it fail this one this much. It's usually
I am coming home soon.
spot on, so we'll move on.
Various other ways to send a text message.
New York Yankees.
The New York Yankees are a professional baseball team based in the borough of the Bronx, in New York City, New York, and are a member of Major League Baseball's American League East Division. Okay, did pretty good on that one. It's kind of cool that it reads a little bit of information on it. Open Facebook. Facebook application opened.
Okay, so it's good on Facebook. It knows that one pretty well. Open TWC TV.
Sorry, I can't find an answer. Interesting fact, the size of a raindrop is around 0.5 mm, 2.5 mm, and they fall from the sky on average 21 feet per second.
Okay, so again, it recognized what I said. It had Open TWC TV up there, but it didn't open it. Open Dolphin Browser.
Dolphin Browser application opened.
Alright, did okay with that one. Open Starbucks.com.
Sorry, I can't find an answer. Interesting fact, in the 1st century, people used to drink goat's milk to sweeten their breath.
Alright, so it doesn't seem to be doing good with application opening. Let's do some of the more conversational ones. Can I take Tylenol and amoxicillin?
as long as you follow the directions of a doctor and read the product information. Amoxicillin is an antibiotic which is used to treat bacterial infections.
Okay. Conversational. Came up with a response and kind of gave me an answer and didn't really have to search and do more. Can I take ibuprofen and prednisone? Can I take ibuprofen and friends?
I can't find an answer. Interesting fact. Slaves under the last emperors of China wore pigtails so they could be picked out quickly.
Ha! That sucks. Can I take ibuprofen and Gas-X?
Sorry, I can't find an answer.
Nah.
Interesting fact. On average, 35 meters of hair fiber is produced on an adult scalp.
Okay. It is interesting fact. Find a hotel in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Sorry, I can't find an answer.
And it's gotta find a hotel in Raleigh.
On deck 16, 1811 caused parts of the Mississippi River to flow backwards.
How many calories in a McDonald's Big Mac?
According to McDonald's, a Big Mac sandwich contains 540 calories.
That is a beast. That's like half the calories I take in an entire day, and that's from one sandwich. Wow. What is the first president of the United States?
George Washington, 1732 minus 1799, was the first president of the United States of America under the U.S. Constitution. He was elected in 1787 and again in 1792 and served as president from April 301,789 until March 4, 1797. Okay,
so it's a little weird that sometimes it messes up the numbers. Like it said 30,01789, but so there you go. There is the comparison between Vlingo and Andy. As you can see, it's kind of hard to pick a clear winner. I'd say Vlingo is slightly ahead for recognition. Andy seems to be a little bit more like the conversational side of Siri. If you remember the commercial where like people were jogging and they were asking, like, is it going to rain today? I believe there's even one where Zoe Deschanel asked, like, is it raining? So it seems like Andy is a little bit better for, like, more how-to and what is and who was type questions. And Vlingo is probably better for being an in-car voice app, opening applications on the device, and more obscure ones like It Got Gun Brothers and TWC. But Andy only seems to know more popular ones like Dolphin and Facebook and probably things like Twitter. Let's try one that should be easy. Open settings.
Settings opened.
Alright, well, it got the tablet settings. It did okay for that one. So, there you go. It's got that big settings button up here, and you can set some things like the details, the ideas, Bluetooth, shaking it on and off. You don't have to have it set to do the facts or the long details. So there you go. There's the comparison between the two. It's really hard to pick a winner. It's, whether you want to have a more conversational question with your voice app, or if you want to go ahead and just get more straight up answers. I think Andy's kind of cool with some of the stupid facts that it brings out. And I've heard some really interesting ones on there. I think one of the one was men prefer their bedrooms to be white and women prefer their bedrooms to be blue. I mean, it's not even like these facts are topical, but, it's kind of interesting. So there you go. There's the cage match between Andy and Vlingo. It's kind of hard to pick a pure winner in it. I'd say maybe Vlingo's a little bit on top. But Andy being a little bit better at conversational pieces. Hope you enjoyed this demonstration of voice on an HP touchpad and 2 voice-activated applications on Android competing with Siri on iOS. Thanks, everybody, and have a good one.